You know that expression they say, when they have it, they have it? Well, you're going to always have it with these types of decks. What's good? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am excited to talk about the very best card out of Obsidian Flames. It's not even close. This card is like 3 tiers above everything else in format. I'm aware Charizard is very good. But before I start rambling, if you enjoyed the content or you want to support the channel, be sure to go check out other videos on the channel. We've covered Decidueye, we've covered Charizard, we've covered Tyranitar. I'm working on some other stuff. We've got this one here. If you don't like my opinions, I love hearing feedback in the comments below. Let me know. I also have a tier list that you can very well do up. Go at me on Twitter and show me how much you agree or disagree with my lists. With that said, let's dive right in. Welcome to the cult of Pidgeot. Quick search is here. Quick search is phenomenal. Once during your turn, you can search your deck for any card. You don't have to reveal it. Put it into your hand, then shuffle, and only use 1 quick search per turn. That is fine. If you grab the right piece at the right time when you need it, that's a boss for game. That's an Iono, that's rare candy you're missing, that's anything missing energy. Pidgeot allows you to grab any single combo piece you're missing. In other card games, i.e. Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever, a tutor card is what they refer to it, so a search card, is very hard to come by, or it's usually very, very expensive. Right now, Pidgeot is dirt cheap, very good. It is only going to get better. Plays with so many different things. Also has an attack we at least have to briefly mention. So, 2 energy, 120, discard a state. Colorless Pokemon, we do have Dunsparce in format, and it has free retreat. There's a lot to like. It is the 20-ish year successor to Pidgeot from, I believe it's Ruby Sapphire? Way before I was playing. That's when I was maybe like 6, 7, 8. Pidgeot is the main face of it. I'm telling you, you really want to buy in now before they print something that's going to break this card. That's only half the combo. So we are here to praise Arceus. Arceus Vstar, you know what it does. It's been here for well over a year. Colorless Pokemon, 280 hit points, 2 prizes. It has phenomenal attack for 3 energy that accelerates 3 energy. Ability, though, is the main reason. Just talking about how getting 1 card per turn is very, very nice. Starbirth lets you search your deck once per game for 2 cards and put them into your hand. They could be the rare candy, the Pidgeot, to set that up, and then all of a sudden Pidgeot gets you a card. So then you've only really spent 1 card to set up your Pidgeot for the rest of the game. It's 2 Forest Seal Stone. So Arceus is just very good. It's a Forest Seal Stone that punches you for 200. And that is very nice to have. Combine Pidgeot, you combine Arceus, you're getting all of the pieces you need. We got Arceus, Starbirth, grab any 2 pieces. It's usually rare candy Pidgeot. It might not always have to be. We've got Pidgeot, we've got Quick Search, we grab that missing combo piece, and we profit. We'll always have. There's no worries, oh my god, my deck missed. No, we'll have it. So first list on the docket. I think everybody in the community is hyped over the new Charizard. I've seen a ton of people playing it with Arceus and Pidgeot. Here's my spin on the list. We'll drop all the lists down below, so let me know what you think. We're running the 4-3. Charmeleon offers no value, not worth it. I added Radiant Zard, even though I know a lot of people are not seeing it. We play an Escape Rope. We also play Double Turbo. The only thing that doesn't move for the Double Turbo is Radiant Charizard. That's not a problem. With the new Charizard, its ability lets you search for 3 fire energy from the deck and put them on one of your Pokemon. So we can go Arceus, set up the Pidgeot. We might have the Charizard in hand or the Ultra Ball in hand. Grab the rare candy with the Pidgeot. And we've set up 2 stage 2s, which is usually a difficult task, but not so much when one of them is searching the exact piece you're missing when you need it. 1 Manaphy because they are very squishy in the beginning stages. 1 Mew because it digs for items, so sometimes you don't even have to burn the quick search. It's also the sacrifice.
Oh yay, I'm a sacrifice!
So that is nice. 4 Iono because we like messing with their hand. 3 Boss because when they say, oh, do they have Boss for game? Well, Pidgeot's going to make sure we always have Boss for game. 3 Colress, I've been seeing people play with it. I'm on the fence with it, whether it's Research, whether it's Colress, whether it's Kindler. Colress is just kind of like your placeholder. 1 copy of Jacques. I think you should be playing this card, and if you're not playing this card, you're missing out. Jacques lets you search for 2 evolution Pokemon, reveal them, put them into your hand. You grab Arceus Vstar, and you grab Pidgeot. So all of a sudden, Arceus, grab 2 cards, Starbirth, 1 of them only has to be rare candy now, and then you have a flex spot, and then you have the Pidgeot. So Jacques almost gives you back the card that you're using Starbirth to get something for Pidgeot. So it just kind of offers more than the 4th Colress. You don't really need more than 1 because after that, it's not necessary. So I do like it in the early stages because sometimes you'll just Starbirth, grab the Jacques, and grab a Charizard and a Pidgeot. and then the other card will be Rare Candy, so then Rare Candy onto Pidgeot, and then Pidgeot will grab the second Rare Candy, which will grab your Charizard. It's very filthy. This deck is very, very good, and it only looks to get better. Is it broken? No. This is my spin on it. The double turbo energy could be a switch, realistically, but it's there. Artisan, Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, playing for consistency. You argue VIP or Nest, I got you. Don't need as wide of a board as you'd think. That's the first one, Arc Charizard. Next up, we took Charlie TCG's list and we kind of tweaked it. He plays Palkia, I'm a Palkia stan, but for this demonstrative purposes, we're going to show you how easily Arceus just seamlessly fits into Baxcalibur Pidgeot. So we have your stage 2, we have our Pidgeot. So we just mentioned how Arceus grabs things, Starbirth grabs Pidgeot, Pidgeot grabs Missing Piece. Well, something the Charizard didn't have is Irida. Irida lets you search for a water Pokemon and an item card. So we can go Rare Candy, water Pokemon, or we can go Ultra Ball and water Pokemon. We can grab all the missing pieces, we can make it all work, and every single turn we are going to be hail blading for an absurd amount of damage. We're going to be thinning our deck down. We do keep the 1 copy of Canceling Cologne and the Lost City, because if they play Manaphy, we want to find that turn where we can sneak out, get rid of their Manaphy, and then punish them for it. I am terrified of this deck not setting up, so I played 3 VIP, 3 Ultra Ball, 3 Nest Ball. I really liked the 3 counts Charlie had going on, so I was like, you know what, I really like that. We're going to try that. And then, of course, they snuck in an extra Artisan over the 3rd Lost City. And then the Hisuian Heavy Ball, because you know Manaphy, Greninja, Pidgey, they'll all wind up in the prizes for some stupid reason. They're hanging out. Boss, we don't really need. Whatever they put in front of us, we're knocking out with Hail Blades, so that's fine. Super Cold is the main function of the deck, but in the late game, when you have Pidgeot, you can promote it, you can decide what you want to do. It's not the worst, and having a Lost Vacuum searchable off Irida means the Pidgeot for boss is always there. So we go, what, Lost Vacuum, then Pidgeot for boss, then game. Big fan of this list. Chien-Pao is quickly winning me over. 1, it's a stage 2. 2, it's a water deck. And 3, it's a ton of fun that hits very, very hard, and it has options to uptrade. It's a lot of skill. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Go check out Charlie. The man covers some great stuff. I check in for the Japan updates. I check in for his Chien-Pao stuff specifically. And he's slowly winning me over to Expanded, which was once an unplayable format for me. Next up, we are running Brandon's Frankenstein list to showcase the strength of Arceus Vstar. So Arceus, Pidgeot, you know the drill. We are carrying the backbone of the Rare Candy. But I said, how far can I really push this? I've messaged a few people. They've tested the deck for me. It is very, very disgusting. The turn 2 V Union is not that hard to pull off. And you're asking, well, which one do I play? Don't play Zacian, don't play Morpeko, don't play the other one. The reason is they just don't provide enough. Greninja gives you the board wipe, so we were playing the Canceling Cologne, the Ninjutsu. It also can be set up and attack for 1 energy, so it can do 130 if you're ever in a pinch. That is nice. And then occasionally getting to look at your opponent's hand. Look at your opponent's hand with the ability. Then you can quick search for the specific card you need. And then you can deal with your opponent accordingly. They're not hiding from you. That's why I like the Greninja in here. And then we have Mewtwo, because Psy-Explosion puts 16 damage counters in any way you like. I believe it's Mewtwo's left nut. I mean Mewtwo's left thigh. It does hit Final Burn for 300. All Regeneration for 200. Heal 200. Standard counts 3 Research, 2 Boss, 2 Discovery, 2 Peonia. If you're asking why I play 2 of something, it's because I want 1 copy of it at least. And I know there's going to be the circumstances where I discard it with the Research and I never get the use out of it. So certain cards like Iono and Poppy are Canceling Cologne. They're luxuries, they're not essential cards, so they're played as one of, but Adventurer's Discovery and Peonia make sure that we get the pieces when we need to, because we can Starbirth, but this is it. I do think it's really, really silly. You have to give it a try. I would have more to offer to showcase. I wanted to do it on its own, but I just wanted to show you the backbone of Arceus Pidgeot is just silly good. And last but not least, this one here is another one of my homebrew amalgamation, watching a lot of Mellow Magikarp and a lot of Wham's games, and he really, really set this whole ball rolling. Arceus plus Pidgeot wasn't even on my radar, was not even something I fathomed. So then I started building outwards off of that, and then he posted a list and suggested things like Box of Disaster and Lost City, and then I'm like, wait a damn minute, something's on here. So then I took that, I ran with it, ran really, really fast, started building it out. We do play Leafeon, we do play Formidable. Leafeon is for Charizard. Just a heads up with that previous, falls apart to Charizard. But I think having 1 bad matchup being Charizard is fine. This one here does not fall to Charizard. The Leafeon V from Crown Zenith does 180 for 3, which we can then use Poppy, which is one of the great new cards out of this set, to move 2 energy from one of your other Pokemon to the Leafeon to attack the turn we need it when we need it. Because Charizard will most likely be in the active spot. We also play Leafeon V because it's more bulk, and Leaf Guard reduces 30 damage, so it makes it a 290 hit point Pokemon. Just slightly out of Charizard's math. We are playing formidable V. I've been trying to figure out another way to deal with those big tanky Pokemon that hurt. So with the 1 box of Disaster in the 1 town store, we grab it when we need it, we put it on an Arceus. Should they somehow in some way get the KO on the Arceus, then we can just drop in the Crabominable, set it up either through Melanie or Poppy attach, and just blow it up, because I believe it does 90 plus 60 for each damage counter on everything on the active, so that's very, very good. 1 Sharon, it's just in case you're playing against Lost Box. 2 Boss, again, Pidgeot is going to search it when we need it. We also have Leafeon in case everything's going right. I play the Fish because I felt this one was a little more combo-y, and you know what the best feeling in the world is? Playing Iono, drawing into 1 copy of Cross Switcher, then Pidgeotting off for the 2nd copy of Cross Switcher. Very, very fun. The deck is great. This is the one I would probably pick up and play to locals if I could get my damn Pidgeots in time. I'm patiently waiting on snail mail, but I'm not sure if they'll be here in time, but this is arguably the 60 I would pick up and run. Okay, so enough of my rambling. Some keys to success. So Arceus Pidgeot, I hope showed you that the deck can at least be flexible and the backbone is built off of those 2 beautiful colorless Pokemon. Stadium control. This one is a huge one. He who wins the Stadium War wins the game because Pidgeot and Arceus are susceptible to Path to the Peak. Path to the Peak shuts off all Pokemon with rule blocks. This includes EX, V, and the now rotated GX. So anything with a rule, oh, and Radiant Pokemon. So if you can't bump the Stadium, kind of in trouble for you. We need to kind of keep control of that, know when to time ours. We need to have one nearby. Sometimes they just Iono or Judge, knock it away. Thin your deck accordingly, control your stadiums, make sure that's good. Prioritize your setup. So I know it's easy to take the first KO. In some of the decks, we even play Melanie, so you can sometimes attack for that first turn and take a KO. As tempting as that is, you're gonna get punished for it. It's much safer to set up the Arceus, set up the Pidgey, and prepare for a turn 2 attack. Prepare for that Blitz. Because the Trinity Nova will get you more value than that 130 power spike or whatever the hell the attack is called. It will come back to haunt you if you do it that way, so don't do that. Set up your Pokemon, prepare to have it every turn afterwards, thank me later. And last but not least, 4 deck lists. These are only 4. You can change out the pieces as you need them. You can go different VVs, you can go different EXs, this, that, and the other. I think it's very reminiscent of the previously rotated Inteleon Drizzile. The people who will remain hating on this card and this type of deck did not like the Drizzile Shady Dealings engine. By the end of the life, they were like, please rotate it. I thought they were very healthy includes, and I think we should have more of that, but right now I will happily take the Pidgeot. I think we're getting a Call for Family Pidgey in 151, a Free Retreat Pidgeotto, so you might see those make their way into the deck, and then of course the Pidgeot. So I think that's very nice. I am a big fan of the archetype going forward. I think it's not going anywhere. I think it's going to get better, and I think you should really buy in now, or at least expect to beat it, because Path to the Peak only lasts until early 2024. Then what are you going to do? Pidgeot looks like it's going to run amok. There's no way I believe they print Path to the Peak's reprint in January. I think they're going to wait until at least August of 2024. So there's going to be a few formats where Pidgeot runs unchecked, and they're always going to have boss for game. Here's the video. Boy, let me know what you think.